Newly open to the public at Seagull Club here in beautiful Gaylord, Michigan. All right, gentlemen, what is coming up in the next segment?
Beer of the Week!
So stay tuned to Behind the Mitten.
Hey, this is Bob from Gaylord, Michigan. I'm coming from the at Seagull Club where you can have fun, golf, fish, hike, trails, ski. It's all there for you. www.seagullclub.com. And you're listening to Behind the Mitten.
And welcome to this week's Behind the Mitten. John Gonzalez along with Amy Sherman. Having a great time at Treetops Resort, Gaylord, Michigan. We're with some very fun friends, right, Amy? If you control your laughter
I like
there.
that little tongue twister there. Some very fun friends.
Very fun friends.
They're always a good time here at Treetops in Gaylord. We have to welcome back to the show Paul Beachnau, Mr. Paulie B. from the Gaylord Tourism Bureau, and our good friend Barry Owens from Treetops Resort. Thanks for coming back to Behind the Mitten.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to tell you how magical snowshoeing is. I'm telling you, it's going to be great.
And I can't.
Wow.
And he has plenty of time to do it. And he's going to have more.
Oh, my goodness.
And for the listeners who don't know, we're good friends with you guys, but you guys spend a lot of time together traveling the state to promote Gaylord and Treetops. And so you do know each other pretty well, and you know each other's little quirks and the things you'd like to say all the time and your spiel, right?
He's my work wife.
You said that with a smile, too.
I know.
And you kind of blushed, but that's okay.
No, it really is good to have you guys here, and we're happy to be here, we should say, and always have you on the show. But your last guest was a lot of fun. It's good to talk to him. But now let's talk about Treetops and some of the things they've been doing, because, Paul, this really has been doing it for a long time for the public and getting them out here and giving them a variety of experiences.
Yeah, we're seriously very, very lucky to have the leadership of Barry, the general manager here at Treetops, who's also chairman of our CVB board, and provides a lot of great leadership and a lot of direction. But what they've done out here at Treetops with the renovation, with all of their new activities, is really, over the past 4 or 5 years, honestly pumped a lot of life into our community.
Yeah. And
they're just really doing some amazing things here.
Well, let's talk about that massive renovation. It was kind of just about to finish up when we were here last time, but you guys spent a lot of money on upgrading all your lodging here.
We really did, and thanks to Paul for the nice comments. It's pretty neat. We're kind of like wrapping stuff up with the last little items, like when you see a cord coming out of the wall and there's no TV there yet here in the lobby. Some of those things are getting done, but it's really neat. All the, both hotels, the inn and the lodge, all the rooms were done. Lobbies had a bunch of work done on them. We're sitting here in the inn lobby, which is a drastic change from what it was before. The lodge lobby, where everybody checks in, with the gift shop and Bar 81 that we have there.
I didn't know the bar had a name.
Yeah,
now
Bar 81.
Now I can say I'll see you at Bar 81.
Bar 81. So that's in tribute to our 81 holes of golf.
Oh, okay.
Bar 81. So we're still looking at something a little bit more creative than lodge gift shop.
Taking suggestions?
We are taking
I'll
suggestions. Yeah, we would welcome that. It's been incredibly well received. The people that are coming up love it, and advance reservations are going great. So it's really neat, and I think that it's really special of what's going on in the whole Gaylord community. I mean,
right.
You guys talked to Bob Wilson here earlier, and it's neat what's happened at Seagull Club, and opening to the public, which is really special. I mean, I personally skied there 20 years ago when it was a private club, and so that's neat to kind of welcome it into the public ski scene, and I'm hoping that people will come up here and want to ski both areas. Yep. And have a variety of stuff to do, and so it's neat to see that. And then the whole downtown and the food and beverage scene downtown, the different bars and restaurants, and the stuff that Paul and his staff are doing to help promote the area. There's a lot of great stuff going on here, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, no question about it. And that's why we love this area so much. But you, Barry, you're also an outdoors person, just like Mr. Paul over here. And I remember going on that hike. Where were we at, Paul?
Pigeon River Forest?
Yes, and you were like an expert. Yeah,
He was an expert in what?
well, I remember the little beaver trails that you were talking about, and you knew all about their little everything and where they go and how they hibernate.
He's one with the beeves.
It's I do. I enjoy getting outdoors. I've enjoyed hunting and fishing over the years and understand what's going on. So it's
Well,
pretty
where are you
special.
from, though? You're not from Gaylord, right? You didn't grow up here.
I did not. So I've been up north and over.
Keep that real generic. Up north, yeah.
Up north.
Up north, yeah.
No. Between I live over. I have a Lewiston mailing address, but I'm in Otsego County, and so I obviously work here in Gaylord and Otsego County. But I've been up north over 30 years, and that's where I've really gotten exposed to the outdoors, hunting, fishing, trapping, which is pretty special. I got a buddy, shout out Tom Tomaski, that here in the spring we'll go otter and beaver trapping.
See?
here in the
Really?
spring.
Knows.
Yep. So
Is there a
that's
season for that? Is there a season for
Barry
trapping?
also is a
Beekeeper.
a beekeeper
Yeah.
as well. So
And he makes fantastic.
very,
it's
very
fantastic honey.
very
It's
good.
so good. When you that hidden talent, I was like, "What the heck, Barry?"
He has hidden talents. Who knew?
milking those
talents.
bees is tough. Takes forever to get that honey out there.
Is this a good winter or a bad winter for the bees?
I don't think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And part of it's not so much the winter because, they're used to dealing with winter. My couple hives that I have weren't strong going into the winter. And so if you don't get me talking, because I'll go on forever.
Do you
about
talk
them.
to your bees? Do you play music, sing to them?
I do. I have Bob Wilson come over and sing Louis Armstrong.
He's going to be hired out now for his
You
singing.
could hire a Paul because he does. What was it? Survivor? What did you do a few minutes ago? What did you do? I had to tell you what song did you just sing?
Doctor, give me the
Oh,
news.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got a bad case of loving you.
Can you top that?
I don't want to.
If you're just tuning in,
if you're just
folks,
tuning in.
just tuning in, we are in Gaylord, Michigan, Treetops Resort, where they're setting up. We're in the inn, which has been totally renovated. It looks gorgeous, Barry. They're getting ready to set up for a party here, and we're sampling. We started with some N43, our beer of the year, but then we gave you a sample of a little surprise we gave you, which was the Backwoods Bastard, because Paul, you love craft beer.
I do love those
Barry
type
does
of
as well.
beers.
I'm not to take anything from Barry, but you've enjoyed Backwoods, right? Too.
Oh, absolutely. Anything from Founders is going to be amazing. So
Good deal.
It always is. All right, well, come on over here, Mr. Gabe. We've got Gabe Ober with us, who is the food and beverage director here at Treetops Resort. And Gabe, you know what you're going to help us do? Pick Beer of the Week. So we're so happy you're here. What did you pick for us?
A little Dr. Thrill Ride.
From our friends at
Short?
Shorts Brewing. So tell us a little bit about this beer. It's got a nice, deep, dark color.
Yeah, it's a vanilla coffee porter. They wanted to make something that was a little easier to drink and a little more palatable than the stout you get this time of year from Cup of Joe. So they made this. Is super delicious. It's just a nice breakfast beer.
It is. I could see having this before I hit the ski hill tomorrow morning, and it's light. It's a lot lighter than.
It's really easy to drink because some of them, you're just like you have to clean your mouth out a little bit. But this one is very easy to drink. It finishes really, actually a little bit crisp for this
agree.
dark of a beer,
I would
and
almost-
it's very delicious. A slight coffee flavor, so if you like a little
not
bit of
overwhelming.
coffee note, but certainly not overwhelming.
Ollie B, you should do beer of the week every week. You got that down, boy.
This was the point with the porter instead of doing a stout, so it was a little bit more to what Paul says, a little easier on the palate, and you can get a couple of them down too without feeling like you just had a 6-course meal.
I love that. Well, okay, there it is. Our pick beer of the week from Gabe at Treetops Resort. It's Dr. Thrill Ride. And Gabe, you guys have a big beer fest that's coming up that people can come and attend and try beers from all over the state.
Absolutely. And this thing is huge. It's a sellout. So we pull the trigger on online sales when we get around 900 tickets sold. So
And this is coming up on February 3rd.
Yes.
And if people want to buy a ticket, where do they go?
They're going to go to the Treetops website, so www.treetops.com, or you can call the 888 Treetops line, and you can get into the reservations department, and they'll set you right up.
It is a really great time. I know we've gone the last couple of years. It's one of our favorite events. It's super fun.
And what's really crazy is people are starting to make this, an overnight stay, an event.
We recommend.
Yeah, absolutely. But people are decking themselves out. You see them with the beads and the hats and the crazy get-ups and the costumes. And so I was talking with Scott Graham, Michigan's
Brewers Guild president. Yep.
Yeah. And he says, you know how you made the big time? I'm like, how's that, Scott? He goes, when people start dressing like that. And there's all these crazy people wandering down the hallway out of their hotel rooms.
Awesome.
So, it's cool. And it sells out. So I would implore anybody that wants to go to get online and buy some tickets.
All right. That's great. Gabe, thanks so much. That's February 3rd here at Treetops. Upcoming Beer Fest should be lots of fun. John, what other events are happening around the state?
Of course, at the same time as Alpen Frost, right, Paul?
Yeah, February 2nd and the 3rd.
There you go.
Right downtown Gaylord. A lot of great events.
Frosty 5K.
The Frosty
Right
5K.
on.
We'll be
We'll
doing
be
it.
there.
A couple of events taking place. The Harlem Globetrotters at the Dow Event Center on January 22nd. We've got Waitress at the Wharton Center in East Lansing the 23rd through 28th. Zender's Snowfest, 24th through 29th in Frankenmuth.
Don't forget the Accidentals are going to be in Gaylord on
That's right.
January 28th,
28th.
Sunday, and I think there are still a few
At the
tickets
Snowbelt?
available
At
Snowbelt.
Snowbelt.
You have to get them at Snowbelt, but they just changed the dates. It's going to be January the 28th. It's going to be a great time. They just are amazing.
I would love that would be a really great show. Such a small facility for such a big, huge, great Michigan band. That's good. I like it. All right, if people want to get more information about Treetops Resort here in beautiful Gaylord, Michigan, where should they go, Barry Owens?
They should go to treetops.com, or as Gabe said, they can call us also at 888-TREETOPS.
And if I need help planning my visit to Gaylord and all the cool activities I can do here, whether it's winter or summer, where do I go, Paul?
GaylordMichigan.net, 800-345-8621.
Awesome. All right. Thanks you guys so much for joining us on Behind the Mitten. John, where are we going to be next week?
We don't know.
But stay tuned to Behind the Mitten to find out.
This is Barry Owens from Treetops Resort, Michigan's most spectacular resort in the heart of northern Michigan, Gaylord, which is all outdoors. And we are coming here from our great friends Amy and John at Behind the Mitten.